In the heart of the vast and lush jungle of Eldoria, the animals lived under the watchful eye of their majestic king, Leo the lion, with a golden mane that shone like the sun and a roar that echoed through the trees. Leo was known for his strength, wisdom, and fairness. Under his rule, the jungle thrived. The creatures lived in harmony, and disputes were rare. One day, however, a formidable challenge arose. An enormous elephant named Tusk, known for his immense size and strength, entered the jungle from the northern savannas. Tusk was a wandering giant, revered in his land for his wisdom and power. He had heard tales of the Lion King and wished to see for himself if the stories were true. As Tusk wandered deeper into the jungle, his heavy footsteps shook the ground, causing the smaller animals to scatter in fear. The commotion reached Leo, who climbed onto a rocky outcrop to survey the situation. Spotting the great elephant, Leo bounded down to meet him, curious and cautious. "Welcome to Eldoria, great elephant," Leo greeted, his voice resonating with authority. "I am Leo, the king of this jungle. What brings you to my domain?" Tusk looked down at the lion, his deep voice rumbling like distant thunder. "Greetings, King Leo. I have heard much about your kingdom and your rule. I come not as an enemy, but as an equal. However, I am curious to see if the tales of your strength are true. Let us test our power and see who truly is the strongest in this jungle." The animals, gathering around, gasped at the bold challenge. A silence fell over the jungle as they awaited Leo's response. The Lion King, known for his prudence, considered the request. He knew that a confrontation could lead to chaos, but he also understood the need to protect his reputation and the peace of his kingdom. With a nod, Leo agreed. "Very well, Tusk. We shall have a friendly contest of strength. But remember, this is not a battle for dominance, but a test of our abilities. Let it be done with respect." The animals cleared a space in the heart of the jungle, where the ground was firm and the trees stood tall, forming a natural arena. As the two titans faced off, the atmosphere was tense. The animals watched in anticipation, the birds silent in the trees, the monkeys perched on branches, and the smaller creatures gathered at a safe distance. The contest began with a show of brute strength. Tusk, using his massive trunk, lifted a fallen tree, showcasing his might. Leo responded by displaying his agility and power, leaping high onto a large boulder and letting out a roar that shook the leaves. The ground beneath them seemed to tremble as they continued their display. Next, they tested their endurance. They raced through the jungle, dodging obstacles. Tusk, with his long strides, covered ground quickly, but Leo, nimble and swift, navigated the terrain with ease, leaping over rocks and roots. As the sun reached its zenith, the final test approached. Leo and Tusk faced each other, both tired but determined. It was a simple test of strength, a tug-of-war with a thick vine. Tusk wrapped his trunk around one end, while Leo gripped the other with his powerful jaws. The animals watched, holding their breath. With a mighty pull, Tusk tried to draw Leo towards him, but the lion held firm, muscles straining, claws digging into the ground. For a moment, it seemed like Tusk would win, but Leo, with a burst of strength, pulled back, causing the elephant to take a step forward. The struggle continued, back and forth, neither willing to yield. Finally, with a great heave, Tusk stumbled, losing his grip. Leo, sensing victory, roared triumphantly, pulling the vine towards him. But instead of gloating, he released the vine and stepped back, bowing his head respectfully to Tusk. The animals erupted in cheers, not for the victor, but for the honorable contest they had witnessed. Tusk, breathing heavily, nodded in acknowledgement. "You are indeed a worthy king. Leo, strength is not just in muscle, but in heart and wisdom. You have shown both today." Leo smiled, his golden mane shimmering in the sunlight. "And you, Tusk, have proven to be a mighty opponent. Let us not be rivals, but friends. Together, we can ensure that our lands remain peaceful and prosperous." With that, the two great beasts, lion and elephant, shook paws and trunk. The animals of Eldoria celebrated the newfound friendship, knowing that with such leaders, their jungle would remain a safe and harmonious home. From that day on, Leo and Tusk were known not just as leaders, but as symbols of strength and unity. The story of their contest became a legend, passed down through generations, reminding all who heard it that true power lies not in defeating others, but in standing together in respect and friendship.